Yo, what's happening, everybody? Long time no see. Shout out to everybody. It's been a while. I'm finally back. It's been forever. yes, I am your host. It's been a while since I've been doing some live stream. Been busy with work and stuff like that. So this week has been very interesting for a lot of us here in the South, particularly Texas. We didn't have any power, and you know, once the power was out, you couldn't even access the Wi-Fi system. The only thing that worked was, phone calls. If you tried to send somebody a text, it would take like forever to get it because the signal is so weak. Uh, it's like it's not just the power going out; the power grid and the network system was also down. So a lot of things have been going on. So I wanted to make like a short stream to kind of give you guys an update. I'm sure some of you were wondering what was going on with us here. You know, a lot of people, sometimes when the disaster happen, you're like, oh, let me get in touch with so and so. But I have to tell you, for like the first 2 days after Monday, well, even that Sunday night or early Monday morning, once the power went out, it's like you couldn't get in touch with nobody. Like I couldn't go online. The only thing that worked is phone call, meaning if I call somebody, it would go through. But no text, no checking Facebook, no looking on YouTube, nothing. Because it wasn't just the phone line, I mean the power grid that went out, your data system and the whole network was gone. So a lot of things happened this week. So I wanted to have a short stream to see if some of you out there were affected by this. And I'll probably open the panel for a few moments to hear. For those of you who are available, maybe we can chop it up for a little bit. But yeah, like I have the picture here. Let me see. You guys can see the snow. I mean, this is freaking Houston. We've had more snow than ever since I've been here for the last 20 years. Look at that. It was what they call it was a white Christmas. It's like we're getting this too late. It should have been on Christmas. Oh man, it's ridiculous. And this was the side effect of this storm. No water. They had to cut the water. A lot of speaking of water, a lot of people had a pipe busted, right? So I noticed in my apartment, I guess for safety measures, the day on Monday I had hot water and running water, but then on Tuesday they cut my power off. I still had hot water, and then on Wednesday, because I wasn't here, I wasn't home anymore, so I left. But then when I came back Wednesday evening, I noticed I didn't have water. So there's a lot of things that be going on. Wait, let me. Oh, I see in the chat. What's up, Zero? It's cold out here. Shout out to you, bro. I know it's kind of late. I figure most people want to sleep, but it's very interesting. So I'm like, I guess everybody in the south is getting hate with the storm. I noticed on the weather channel they mentioned that that storm is heading northeast. Um, from the map, it looks like the areas like Ohio, Michigan, Illinois will get the snow, but the far east, like New York, Vermont. So wait, was it no Vermont? Was it New York? What's the other one? Like the very east, was it? I know New York State, Rhode Island, um, New Jersey. Yeah, it's gonna miss Philly. So yeah, like it looks like they'll get some rain, but then the more north, was it mid east north, they'll get the snow. But I tell you, man, it's been wild. For a few days, it felt like Africa again. No power. My whole family, we were left with like, wow. It's like the power goes out for a few minutes and then comes back, and then you like, oh yeah, we can do something. You're watching TV or you're cooking, and then boom, the power goes out. It's like they were playing mind games with us. Uh, the water in my apartment went 24 hour, and then it came back and then went out again and then returned for good. So right now, I since I've been here, since I've been back in my apartment, I haven't had any power outage. Nothing went out. Cross my finger. So it's it's been very interesting. They still have the order about no. Was it some location doesn't have any water? They're warning people not to use the water to cook. But I looked at my water; it looks pretty clean. It's not brown or anything, but they're saying, "Oh, just be safe, boil it, blah blah blah." And you had some people here in the Houston area going to get some water because there was no water. Stores, things are out, sold out completely, sold out for people who didn't prepare. Like me, I don't have to worry about water because I got plenty. Let's see. Peace out, brother Ema Perry. How you doing, bro? You gotta was it out there tricking, huh? Welcome to the show, man. So yeah, it's been a while. There wasn't really panic. I know everything is gonna be okay, but the thing is, the damage that's been done. You know, many people didn't work, like me, like myself. I didn't work, so I'm gonna, I'm not. My paycheck next week is gonna be zero. Get it? Zero. That's a fact. I'm not gonna get paid. It's so sad, but that's okay. Hey, my life, life is more important than money. The road was messy, freezing. People were crashing. Texans, man, they can't drive when it's dry. They can't drive when it's wet. It's like, what do they want? You know, it's crazy. It's like, what can you do? Like, it's like you either do it or you don't. You know, and we had politicians blaming. For those of you who didn't catch some of the video I posted, like you had politicians be like, "Oh, if things went this way, it's because of this guy." Everybody was blaming somebody. Everybody, everybody pointing fingers at the other. And then today, the Texas governor decided to quote unquote take responsibility. Say, you know what? Everything that happened, I own. I'm taking full responsibility. But we should have been prepared. They promised they were gonna do it, but it didn't happen as we planned. Wow, so you didn't know what's going on, man. See, that's what the manosphere can get you. It's like a maze. You can get lost forever. It's like a rabbit hole. Once in there, you don't know what's going on around you. By the time you get out, you're like, wait a minute, is this what's going on? Yeah, a lot of people didn't know what was going on because a lot of people couldn't talk about it. Why? Because we didn't have any power. We had no access to the internet. I mean, think about this, right? Like, let's say a disaster happened and I'm stuck at home and I can't go anywhere else, but I have power, you guys will hear from me. But these guys didn't hear from me until like what, Tuesday, Wednesday, when I was uploading those quick few seconds and less than 1 minute screenshots on topics like money, Bitcoin, and all the Doge. So it's there's a lot of things that happen, man. The first breaking news was a homeless guy was basically he refused to uh, he refused to go to what do you call him, to shelter. And then what happened was they found him dead, frozen under a bridge. Because you have to understand, the local police, they know those local homeless because they go from one place to another, right? And then they knew the guy. They're like, "Hey, bro, come." He's like, "Nah, I don't." He's like, "I don't want to go to um the shelter." He refused. So what happened was he froze up when that temperature went way, in the single digits. He was out there with no warm. Like even if you had like a pillow, it was just so cold, especially for the south, man. Like how should I put this? It wasn't just the temperature; it was the wind that made it colder. I knew. I tried to use my drone to show, like, to basically shoot the images, and I was like, "Oh man, my hands was freezing." You know, I was like, I couldn't do it. I had to, eject. I was like, eject, eject. Man, my hand was freezing and like, like it was hurting. Like it's like the opposite of hot, but it's cold. My hand was so cold. I was like, oh my god. I was like, man, that wind was just blowing on it. I couldn't handle it anymore. So I was like, nah, I'm not gonna take any chance to get was it hypothermia? Yeah, I was like, nah. I love my life, so I didn't do it. But hey, no, I am back. I'm safe and sound. It's still cold outside, but nothing major. Nothing disastrous that could hurt. You know, the regular folks. And I've been, saving all the weird memes here, the memes regarding the disaster. Just having fun. I'm gonna show you some of the memes that I had. This one was funny. It's like somebody forgot to they forgot to what was it? Let me see. They forgot to lock their cars. So because it was cold, somebody logged in. I think this one was in New York. He got inside the car, slept, and then he left a note saying, "You should have locked your cars." But let me see. Let me see if I can show you guys, so you guys can see exactly what he said. It said, "Thank you for letting me sleep in your car for the night. Lock your doors next time." I was laughing, man. Here's another one. Elsa frozen. Let me see if I can minimize so you can see the detail of her body. It was funny. See, they got the tattoo "Let It Go," and they got the three drops. I've never seen Frozen, so I'm wondering what's the um because you guys know the drop what it means, right? So I'm wondering, okay, what did Elsa do in a movie that they will mark three eye drops? That was like, I'm like, wow. Let me show you the next one. Let's see this one. Release the WAP. Water and power. That's the abbreviation. And then this one. Texas needs more WAP. Let me see if I can minimize it. Let's see news. Okay, yeah, yeah. Texas needs more WAP. Basically, WAP is the abbreviation for water and power. So that's what's been going on the news. Yeah, it's been crazy. I know some people are like, man, how did you guys handle it? Like not having power for a few days, not showering and stuff like that. I'm like, hey, anything is possible, you know? It's just it's one of those days where the storm comes, you weigh, you handle it and you let it pass. Yeah, and it's amazing. Like when it was like below 20, all these things were covering cars. But the next day when it went up to 30 degrees, it all melted. Just even though it was very cold, just a little bit of sun came out for like a few hours. It melted all those things in people's cars. Like my personal car, I looked, I didn't even need to remove all the snow that was on top of the windshield. The sun did it for me to show you the power of the sun, man. We need the sun. I can imagine places where the sun never shines. And look at the roads. It was amazing. I know one of my friend's wife, she posted a picture from Huntsville, Texas. They had more snow than Houston, and I've never seen Huntsville like that, where everywhere was pure white, just you know, plain white. Like it's like you couldn't see anything on the road. Everything was covered in snow. Everything. I was like, wow. And there was another video of some dude. They were, I think one guy was driving his truck, and then they were pulling another guy who was skiing on a freeway I-10. People are just crazy, crazy, crazy. Let me see. Let me see if I can show you guys the drone video that I shot where my hand started freezing and I had to eject because it was just bad. Hold on. Let me see if I can screen share it. It was I'll show you guys. Hold on one second. E- Oh, speaking of which, let me drop the link. Whoever wants to join the panel, you're welcome to. It's just gonna be a short stream. Um, I just wanted to give an update to all the people out there who were wondering what's going on. For those of you who know that I live in Texas and you were wondering, we're like, what happened to fasting? Is it all right, man? I know you guys care for me, you worry about me, unless you're a real hater and you don't want me to survive. You don't want me to be alive and troll. You know. Let me drop the link. Let me see if I can pull the video. All right, let's see. One second. I hope everybody's doing all right. Be stay warm, especially those of you in the East Coast, because that storm is coming towards y'all. One second. Let me share, share. Okay. All right. Let's see. I'm sure you guys can see it now. Hold on, actually. Hold on. You have to remove the picture so you guys can see. Hold on. Let me oversight. Let me go back to the beginning. And let me make the full screen so you guys can see it. Hold on, full screen. Like I was playing with my drone, but it just got so cold. I had to. You guys can see me. Look, that's me. See, you see that wind? So that in that hallway, me standing right there, the wind was way worse, and it was a very windy day. Look, you guys can see it, right? Look, that's the back. All those the water froze, iced up, right? Look at the ceiling. So my goal was I wanted to go. Look, this is Houston. This is we've never seen this. Like the whole road, this whole road was white. The highway was white, covered in snow everywhere, right? So my goal was I wanted to try my best and actually move my drone to go all the way to the freeway, but my hand just got so cold, like I couldn't handle it. Uh, you know, to basically mention, I didn't wear any gloves because I wanted to be able to press the button on my phone and all that stuff. But it was just so cold that I couldn't even be there for like less than 5 minutes. I had to go inside. That's how cold it was. But my attire and everything was fine. It's just that it was windy that day. Like my drone, I was struggling to keep it straight. So you see me, I'm trying to kind of like show things around and try to raise it, but kept getting the little beep, 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 like saying that the wind, it's moving my drone. So I was like, you know what? Let me just take some shots in the bottom, and then once I'm done, as you can see, and then I'll be like, okay, and then I'll just eject, and then I was like, you know what? I'm finished, and I'm like, come down, come to me, and I just man, the quality is so nice, man. It's 4K, and I'm trying to bring you guys can see the wind, right? It was just bad that day. This was yeah, this was Monday. Um Yeah, Monday because that's when the snow happened. Yeah, that's me trying to catch the drone, and the drone is like, "Oh no, you won't catch me." So yeah, this is what happened, man. It was amazing. We've never had this much snow ever in this city, but it was our lucky day. It was our lucky day. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. With my nice jacket, rock and roll, rock and roll. But yeah, there you have it. That was Texas. We got bombed with snow everywhere. You know, it's it was an experience, I'll tell you. But I'm just glad most people that I know that are close to me, everybody was safe and sound. Even though one of my homies, they didn't have power for 2.5 days, and then they got power, and then the water went out. Another one that I know had a busted pipe, destroyed the whole ceiling of the kitchen. One got their living room ceiling destroyed because what happened is when some of those pipe when they broke because it was so cold inside, the ice hardened, and water ice it gets heavier and some of them fell off. There was one picture that's circulating where as the water was dripping from the ceiling because it was like negative, -2 or something that night. It froze the whole water that was coming from the ceiling. So it made like a column of ice attached to the kitchen table. I was like, that's crazy. It makes it looked like the fortress of Solitude, Superman's fortress in Antarctica. So I tell you, some things have happened here is wild. And just to let you guys, I'm gonna have a video tomorrow for you guys. I already made it, and I just scheduled it to stream tomorrow. It's something interesting, it's in my realm of tinfoil hat. I think you guys will enjoy that video that, that happened, something that happened back in my country in Congo. But it's something that's not just happening in Congo, but it's happening everywhere in certain locations around the world. And we're wondering why these things are happening. But I don't want to spoil it for you guys. I'm keeping it a secret. So you guys will just have to wait and see. You're gonna find out. But yeah, it's been a journey this whole week. It's been a journey. I'm just glad I'm safe and sound, even though I didn't make any money. Money, please. I'm so poor. I didn't make any money. Will the government provide me with some assistance? Welfare. Welfare is life. I need some welfare. Anybody? Somebody? Government? We already know the government doesn't like to help us. We're men. They be like, "You're men. You have testes. You're supposed to get out there and be somebody. You don't need no help." The ladies, the weaker sex? They're the only and the children. We need to take care of them. But you men, nah, you'll be fine. You got two hands. You got two legs. Oh, you'll be all right. You can do something. You're a man. You know, be a man. You a man, be a man. You don't need assistance from the government unless you're handicapped. But I can see you just walk just fine. You can speak proper English. You don't stutter, and go out there and be somebody. But ladies, come on in. You're the weakest sex. Take your time. You don't have to work for the next 5 months. We'll take care of you. But those mans, yeah, you better watch them. They're becoming very lazy. Let's see. NBA fans. Remember, I'm not a doctor. So you cannot expect what is it medical advice from me. But I'm just gonna tell you what I did, and you can take by it. I did an experiment where I was working out. That's that week I worked out 3 times where I did squats where I did squat Monday, skipped Wednesday, skipped well I didn't Friday but Saturday. I took like a 2 day extra. So the goal is you can if you want to lose that much, one week I did where I didn't eat anything. 5 days I lost 20 pounds. And I did dry fasting, which is no water. The only time water that I had any contact with water was when I took a shower and when I brushed my teeth. And after 5 days, I couldn't, I hit a plateau. I was okay. I broke my fast, and when I checked the weight, I literally burned off uh 20 pounds because usually what happens is the first few days you're just getting rid of water weight, but then after that you notice okay. um there's a little stall where you barely lose your weight. So in 5 days, I literally lost uh 20 pounds of body fat. So that is if you're trying to cut weight. Now, you can also lose weight if you want to take a whole week where you eating, let's say you eat uh one meal every other day. So let's say you eat Monday, Tuesday you fast, and then you eat Wednesday. But now with mixing with workout, because when you work out, you sweat, you burn, and you know you basically removing excess water from your body. So notice whenever you work out, you have to go pee. So that pee, you may be like, oh, I only went 3 times. Don't guess what? Water is heavy, liquid is heavy. So the more you pee, the better. You're really removing all the excess weight off of you. And if you're gonna eat, I'll recommend you eating proteins only, like protein shake or meat or something. Um, don't drink. Don't drink anything because remember, if you're putting liquid, that's weight. So if you like, let's say, like I know bodybuilders, what that's what they do. It's like if they're cutting, they're not gonna drink a lot of liquids because the more liquid they're doing, it's like it's counterintuitive because you want to lose weight, but you drinking liquids, your body's is retaining it. So it's like it's an experiment. That's why I would say it's not like a guarantee because depending on how your body will react and to detox, your body may be like, well, we've never felt this thing before. So we're gonna do this and this and this, but then after a few days, we're gonna hold on. We're gonna wait and see. We're gonna poke him because we need to eat, we need to survive, right? So some people, that's why you notice a lot of people they crack. They will do like a long fast, but they crack early. Why? Because their body overpower the power of will, meaning their mind was not strong enough to basically tell their body to shut up, and then they crack. So that's what people fasting is not just to lose weight. Like that's what I tell people. Like me in my private life, I'm using it now to maintain weight so that I won't gain. And even though I'm trying to lose, I'm looking at it at the moment because of my job, because trucking is like sitting and then you're working your mind. So stress sometimes can hinder your fast because fasting, you want to be stress, it makes you stress free. But if you're in a position, that's why they say they recommend you if you're going to fast, don't work. You know, you got to have a clear mind. You got to be relaxed, sleeping, not doing any hard work, not even working out because working out puts stress in your body. But like I say, I did it because I wanted to challenge myself. So if you have a lot of stress, it may be difficult for you to see result because your body is gonna be in conflict because it wants to be relaxed so it can do its job, but then you're stressed and your body's like, oh my god, I'm confused. What should we do? So there's a lot of things that go with that. But if if you're gonna, if you really want something, you're gonna do whatever you do to do it. So if you want to lose 20 pounds, which I've experienced, it is possible to do it in a week. You're gonna have to take drastic measures to the point where you may not have to eat for a few days. And I'm gonna tell you, Americans, especially because of the diet that we have, eating 3 times a day, not many people can do it. Nah, that what do you call them? Those little chemicals that they have in our food, uh, that makes you crave for snacks. I'm sorry. You're gonna crack. You're gonna be like, "Ah, no, it's only been 24 hours. I get to eat that." And then you break your fast. No, boo, boo. If you were doing competition of fast, they'd be like, boo, you weak, you weak. You crack after one day. Boo. You can't fast. You're trash. Boo. But then you have me, the master. And I come there 2 days, 3 days. And I'm like, okay, my mouth is getting dried. I'm getting cotton mouth. Okay, I'll go to the bathroom. They be like, are you gonna drink water? No, no. I'll just take some water, put it in my mouth, just swish it, and then just to keep my mouth moist. I'm telling you, it's when you're challenging your body or you're going through something that you've never done before, it changes like something in your brain. It clicks. It's like, man, I'm actually doing this. It's a challenge. I tell people, fasting has many layers. It helps your mental, your physical, and spiritual. I know. I can explain because the spiritual you become. That's when you get into the metaphysics. But one thing I notice, I usually say, if you're somebody who have a lot in your head, you can't think straight because you always like you're like a busybody, right? And you just want to go away somewhere where you're not gonna do anything and just relax, like put everything aside just to have a still moment in life. Fasting is the best way. Like you take a vacation, you go to places like Oklahoma, or you go to the middle of nowhere, Utah, or somewhere like a farm away from the city, and you just chilling with nature, not even thinking about a cheeseburger, nothing. Like all you're doing is you like, you know what? I'm just gonna sit here, don't think about work, don't think about nothing, just meditate, just relax, just think happy thoughts, sleep, and don't think about food until I'm hungry. And then when I'm hungry, you're like, you know what? I think I can skip today. And just like that, after a few days, it will become nothing. It would just be part of your life where not eating is gonna be like, oh, that I used to back in my day, you're gonna be like, the old school. Like, back in my day, I used to go 25 days without eating. That's nothing because you got used to it. So yeah, that's the tip I gave you. So you don't eat or drink. What type of cardio? I'll say, like I say, I'm not a doctor. This is not a health advice, but I'm telling you what I've done for me personally. There was one experiment I did where I was working out, dry fasting. I was working out 4 days a week, and I wasn't eating. Like I'll go work out without food in my stomach. Work out for 2 hours. I'll work out for 2 hours. I did it 4 times, and I was working out with empty stomach. This is how I knew I hit my plateau. That I was okay. Um, I can't continue anymore. I went to the gym. I was working out, right? And I tried to do a deadlift. I did the deadlift. It was, two, what do you call them? 245s on each side. But guess what happened? I start seeing stars. Once I did, I was like, okay, I hit my plateau. It's over. That was after 1 hour of working out. Meaning, I worked all, I did the squats and everything. But when I started doing deadlift, because deadlift, it's a lot of energy. My heart pumped, right? Like it's like you because you're working out, your blood pressure is going up. But because I was hungry, I didn't have any food in my stomach. It's like your body is like, hey, buddy, there's a lot of blood flow going through your body, but one thing you're missing, that glucose, buddy. You gotta give us some glucose if you want to keep going. I was like, okay, I've hit my, I'm like, I've hit my plateau, and I do not want to do a second round and wake up somewhere embarrassed. Somebody posted me on Facebook. So, like I said, your body will let you know when it's time to stop. Like people in the mind, they're like, oh man, you went 14 days, man. Like you could die. I'm like, your body is not stupid. Your body will let you know, okay, hey, like your body's gonna tap your shoulder, be like, hey, bro, do you love me? Why are you doing this to me? Please, I can't go on. And guess what? At that moment, you have to listen to your body. And I don't know how to put it this way. When I used to hit, when people, certain people, they say like you have to be in tune with your body. You have to be one, right? I never understood what it meant, but after I did fasting, I totally understand that saying in its essence when they say be one with your body. Um, I could use an example in martial art, right? When they say conditioning, where they train you, uh, you punching over and over or doing certain sequence. I forgot when it comes to karate, they say katas, where the higher, like the little punching, blocking, right? So it seems dumb, or when you're watching someone, it doesn't like be like, oh man, it's just repetition. But what it's doing is it's training your your muscle memory, so that if you actually get into a situation where you have to defend yourself, you don't need to do it consciously. It's gonna be subconscious, like it's gonna be like a instinct, right? So when they say be one with your body, it's like if you eat the wrong thing, immediately your body is gonna know, and you're gonna be I made a mistake. Why? Because that reaction in your body, because you after that metamorphosis, and how then, because whenever you after you purge your body changes, right? Because you got rid of detox, or you detox. So if you put the wrong thing, y- your body will sense it immediately. Why? Because it's clean. If you get it dirty, it's like, like, imagine you're cleaning the kitchen. If the kitchen is partly clean, that little dirt that will fall, it will be too obvious. Why? Because everything else is clean. But if the kitchen is always messy, even if you sprinkle a little flour here and there, no one will notice it anyway. Why? Because it's always dirty. You know. Sorry, I wasn't looking at your other comment. NBA. Oh, okay. You say I'm going to basic training, and basically I'm way overweight. Is it safe for me to do that when food is going to be scarce in the near future anyway? Like worst case scenario. Okay. Oh, so you're going to basic training. Well, I'll say is you're gonna lose weight anyway in basic training. When it comes to the military, they're gonna work you to death. So if you're thinking about weight loss, bro, the military. the- have you ever seen a fat soldier after boot camp? I have yet to see one. If he was super fat, he's gonna be chubbily, but he's still gonna be a bit fit. He may have like a little gut belly here and there, but I have yet to see a fat, obese, overweight soldier after boot training not lose weight. Impossible. I mean, especially if you're gonna be boot camp for what, 6 months? The typical book military boot camp is 6 months, bro. They're gonna be making you run every morning. You know how many days is that? That's 180 days, nonstop, from Monday to Sunday, no breaks. PT. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. To the left. To the left. Come on, fatso. Hurry up. All right. You know what? Since you're dragging everybody down, everybody drop 40 push-ups. Not you, because you're fatso. You're gonna stand and eat these donuts while everybody do the push-ups. And then when it gets nighttime and you're sleeping, they come and tie you down, keep you, put the towel in your mouth, put the soap in the towel, and beat your tummy. For those of you who don't know, I'm referencing a movie called Mellow. Was it Full Metal Jacket from the 80s? For those of you we know, shout out to you. You know what I'm referring to. Oh, speaking of which, you know what? For you, NBA fan, let hold on. Let me show you the scene I'm talking about. Full Metal Jacket. Uh, Private Pile. Yes. Um, let's see. S- uh, Soap. Yeah, hold on. Yes, yes. Hold on. I found it. I found it. Hold on, guys. Yes, yes. I'm gonna share this to you guys. Hold on. Time for screen share. Yeah. Yes. Yes. It will make sense since I'm doing military reference. Hold on. Let me remove the image. Fair use, YouTube. I know you trash and you may try to block this. So fair use. Hold on. Let me remove the image. All right. Let me read your comment. I see somebody else posted a comment. See Beth. Oh, I like the fish. Look at the fish is like, hi, ho. How you doing? He said, do you know while doing your fast, at what point your body begins to break itself down, muscle, teeth, etc. For vitamin and mineral signal, are your teeth going asking for it? I'll say because of my fasting, I was getting I got cavity a few months back. When I went to see the dentist, they basically told me I need to do a periodontal cleaning because my gums were receding. But I do know certain habits I was doing. I was doing like oil pulling, some TSP like formula that I was doing like to do as a mouthwash. I had a tooth that was shaking and it stopped shaking. It was basically getting loose, basically from the whole cavity thing. But over time, since I do like I try to do like to brush my teeth twice a day and do the mouthwash thing, I'm able basically I was able to slow down the spread of the cavity. But the lady said the dentist said that once I do the a periodontal cleaning, it's gonna remove all those germs, and then my gums will go back to normal, and then it will basically, it will make my loose like even though my loose teeth is not anymore, but basically it will prevent my tooth from getting loose again because the reason why it became loose because my gums were receding. So fasting also help with that. And whenever you're doing long fast, like 2 days, 3 days, when you're detoxing, body odor, man, I'm telling you, your armpit, everything, and then you can tell if you're losing weight. You have to check your inches. Your clothes will start to get loose. So sometimes when you go on a scale, it feels like you're not dropping any weight, maybe like point 0.5, point 0.3. But how you know that it's working? Check your dress size. If your pants is getting loose, it's working. If your shirt is getting that used to be tight on you, it start to get loose, it's working. It takes some time. Like I know we live in a instant gratification society, America. You want fast food, so you want fast result. No, you have to be when it comes to fasting, you have to be patient. And then you can look on your body, like when you're losing fat and it's leaving those little markings that look like water waves or something. That's basically showing you that your skin is it's basically shrinking and it's adjusting because as you lose body fat you may get loose skin, but with fasting what it does is it works together with your body to the point where you can never get loose skin. A lot of people when they get loose skin is because they were losing fat way too fast that their skin wasn't catching on. That's why they get loose skin. Like you see a lot of those diet, they're like, oh, you know, lose weight fast. No, with fasting, your body is doing everything. No rush, no nothing. That's the difference. That's why me, whenever I fast, my skin gets very smooth. If I had pimples or anything that was coming from like certain fats or certain nuts that I ate, my skin gets smooth without putting any chemicals or anything. And I use castor oil for my skin. You know, so if I run out, I'll use cocoa. Was it shea butter or whatever, and then I also use sometimes grapeseed oil. Like the good thing about grapeseed oil, if you put it in your skin, it gets your body absorbs it quick. It's very moisturizing. So I'll say, especially since it's winter season, yeah, that kind of oil is best for this season. But when it's summertime, don't do it. If you do, you're gonna be sweating. Your body's gonna be all oily, especially coconut oil does that too. But the good thing about uh, basically coconut oil, what it does is it stays outside of your skin. It doesn't get absorbed ready. But grapeseed oil gets absorbed into your skin, and you can tell. So. Uh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. It takes some time. I look at this where I'm like going to the doctor for me. It's like last resort, meaning if you're doing something that it's taking like longer, Like for example, with my teeth, I'm like because it's periodontal and I got plaques. Doing what I'm doing, it's gonna take a long time to quote unquote get rid of them. So they literally, the periodontal surgery will be best where they go there, use the tool to clean, remove all this stuff. That's gonna be my next doctor visit per se. And once I do that, then I'm just gonna keep my routine, and make sure that I never ever go back to this ever again. All right, so let me see. Let me play you guys. This is for brother NBA fan since he's going to the military. He's gonna be a soldier, Buffalo soldier, dressed in Rasta. Don't dress Rasta. It's not accepted in the military. All right, let's go. Fair use. Oh, so all the soldiers are sleeping, and then there you go. There's the big guy, the guy who made everybody suffer. Shout out to all my military guys. Yes. Hopefully, YouTube is not gonna flag you or copyright or whatever. But I just wanted to show you this scene. Watch what they're gonna do. He's like, and two, Brutus. And then the other guy, he's relented to beat him. Do it.
Remember, it's just a bad dream.
It's just a bad dream. I used to watch this as a child over and over. Oh. NBFN, don't let this be you. This is a classic. If you guys have never seen this movie, I don't know what to tell you. That's a classic. I'm telling you, man. I grew up with that movie. It's about the Vietnam War. So I'm telling you, man, that movie is awesome. You gotta watch it. Full Metal Jacket. Oh man. So that's for you, brother NBA fan. That's for you. Since you're going to basic training, I made that video. So I'm like, hey, bro, it's a good thing that you actually want to get in shape and be ready. So to me, I'll say just do the fast to prepare your body because you're gonna go through a lot of stress with all the training, the exercise. I'll say the fasting is not gonna be per se physical because the physical workout they're gonna do, fasting cannot help you because you know those exercises will put stress in you. But I'll say if you want to do fasting to prepare your mental, yes, the fasting exercise or the fasting routine will actually gonna help your mental to actually prepare because the whole thing about the military, they say they do all the exercise to break you down physically and mentally so you can be molded into quote unquote following orders. And a lot of people, you have to remember, not everybody, let's say if they have 100 people recruited, guess what? A lot of people get cut. Not everybody makes it. That's why they have to graduate. You have a graduating ceremony that those who actually made through the whole process, they pass. Not everybody has the mental capability to actually go over that whole training section, the whole 6 months, to basically come out a soldier. You know, I would have joined the military years ago, but I changed my mind for personal reasons. But I always tell anybody, I'm like, man, you have nothing to lose because I come from a military family. But I'll say if you're gonna lose anything, uh, I'll say you will lose your freedom because the difference between a military personnel and a civilian, guess what? A civilian can always walk away. You, as a military person, you signed a contract with the states, and you can walk away when you sign those paperwork. You basically telling to the United States of America, say, you know what? I'm forfeiting my right as a citizen, and I'm becoming the property of the government. That's the simplest way to explain it. I know they're gonna have technical words. People say, "Oh, that's not true," but if you break it down, you are basically the military's dog. That's the raw truth. But the political correctness, you know, I'm here. You are here to serve your country. You know, be presentable, clean your uniform, be proud to serve and protect. But if you break it down, be like, nah, no, you have to obey the orders. You signed the paperwork. You can't be like, I invoked my. Nah, sorry. There are certain things you can't do as a soldier compared to a civilian. Like you can be out there fighting or getting to fights. Why? You are a trained soldier. You trained to, put dogs down. You're not allowed to go be out there fighting with dogs. You're supposed to be the professional. It's like me. I'm a CDL holder. Me speeding and versus a class C speedster, we're not gonna get the same punishment because according to the law, with my certification, I should know better. Therefore, my punishment will be severe. So that's a warning to all of you out there who's gonna join the military. Remember, the rules for a civilian doesn't apply to you. You are better. You are a professional. You can do things like me as a civilian, I can go and punch you, right? And try to fight you. But you as the professional killer, you're supposed to restrain yourself and quote unquote be out of the situation. Remove yourself because you are trained. I'm not. I'm just somebody who's intoxicated, just trying to show off that I can fight. And you know how to fight. You know how to, put dogs down, but you are not allowed to do that because you made an oath. So you don't have to listen to me, but guess what? For those of you out there listening, when you're in that spot, you're gonna remember our words. You'll be like, fasting told me this. He was right. He was right. And I'll be like, that's right. I was right. I love this echo thing. Hello, I am an angel. I come with good tidings. Fasting is life. Shout out to everybody in the building. I appreciate you guys. So this stream, I just wanted to have a little stream to kind of let you guys what's going on. Uh, for those of you wondering, here in Houston, we're doing well. Almost all the ice on the road are melted, even though some of the corners still have some ice. Most people was back on the road. There was a little bit of traffic on the road, so everything is back to normal compared to the last 3 days. Especially Monday, Tuesday was bad, very bad. but everything is back to normal. So wow, look at that. Today I didn't ramble forever. It looks like I've hit the 1 hour mark. And right now it's what? 11:30. Ooh, yeah, this is late. I'm surprised I actually have a stream right now. I know a lot of people they tend to have streams this late too. So but yeah, I know a lot of you guys are about to go to bed anyway. Some of you got work tomorrow. So I just wanted to say thank you guys for stopping by. I just wanted to make a quick stream about this whole winter storm that happened in the south. You know, power went out, water went out, stores are empty, stuff like this, stuff like that. Amazon cancel everything. We deliver for them, so everything should be back to normal for Monday. But all of us who were affected, people are okay. People that I know, within my social circles, everything is good. No casualties, nothing. So praise the Most High for that. And I think a lot of people were scared. A lot of people were nervous. And you know what thing that was interesting with this whole thing? Solidarity. Because a lot of people came from a pandemic under this disaster. It seems like people this disaster kind of pulled people together, which was an interesting sight to see. Everybody was isolated, but a disaster came in. The people showed up and they showed love, and there was no you're a Republican and I'm a Democrat, or you have a charcoal skin and you're pale as a snow. No, nobody. At that moment in time when people are struggling, they don't think about. See, then that's what I tell people. Politics. Nobody was thinking about politics or anything. It's once everything's calmed down, then everybody go back to the original programming. But most people, everybody, guess what? Everybody eats. Everybody goes to the the party pot. Everybody sleeps. Everybody snores. Well, some people snores. And guess what? Everybody farts. So you're not special. Everybody passes wind, whether it's beans wind or eggs winds. You do it. So you're not special. If you do it, you're just the same as everybody else. So in a moment of crisis, everybody showed solidarity, showed love, and of course, you had a few hooligans out there who took this opportunity to do what they love best. You know, cause chaos, stealing, murder, crime, etc., etc. So shout out to all my listeners out there, my international, who are wondering what's going on in America, and to our northerners who are laughing at us, southerners panicking over a what was it, 1 inch snow storm and a -1 um, temperature. And the temperature is like 7, but it says feels like -1. And people in South was it Michigan or South Dakota, they say, oh, you don't say, ours is like -15 is a typical winter season. Why you complaining, blah 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 blah. You southerners are sissies. You Yankee, you. Shout out to our northern brothers. They're used to it. So all we're doing now for us people living in Texas, we're just waiting and see. And also, Ted Cruz is getting, in the hot seats. You guys need to check out the video I made about Ted. Did I make a video about Ted Cruz? No, yeah, I did a video, but I didn't have any commentary. So basically, Ted Cruz got caught at the airport to Houston. What was it? Was it Houston or Austin? Let me make sure. Austin. So he got caught on a plane, getting on a plane, going to Cancun. Now check this out. Okay, I'm a politician, right? We have a disaster in my state, and I'm traveling, right? Okay, let's say he scheduled his flight ahead of time. He didn't want to cancel it, right? Coincidentally, there's a storm this week. Okay, regardless of that, right? This news breaks out. Oh, you going to Cancun with your family? Okay, this guy, Ted Cruz, comes out. You know what he says? He says, "Oh, I was just being a good dad because my daughter wanted to go somewhere where it's warmer. So we decided to go to Cancun. But we are scheduled to come back the next day." I'm like, "Yo, you just literally threw your daughter under the bus publicly. You use your own daughter as a shield because in a political scheme, you being dragged for quote unquote leaving your state that you're supposed to be, ruling over. You're a senator, and you're walking away, leaving your people out here without power, without nothing. So like I say, when it comes to politics, so that's something that's good, that's very hot right now. And if you play part of the uh, blue and red paradigm, basically, the Democrats, because Ted Cruz is a Republican senator of Texas, so you have his Democrat body today calling him to resign for this act of you know uh, leaving your people behind for going to Cancun with your daughters, because as you claim, she wanted to be warm, to walk away from this cold, storm. Like I say, guys, they play with us. They're all in the same team. Please, like, don't fall. I mean, we have to, play the roles, but at the end of the day, they are one and the same. Don't be fooled by the change of colors, blue, red. It's all the same. Purple. Mix it together, you get purple. Like the screen that I have, it's color purple right there. So yeah, that's another funny news. My daughter. So man, I can tell the jokes that are gonna be coming soon. They're already making jokes, but I'm not gonna say it here. Probably I'll make it hopefully, most high willing. I may make it a separate stream just on him and this whole incident. But if it doesn't happen, so be it. That's why I'm mentioning it now, because I know if I don't, then it's not gonna be mentioned. Let's see, record. Yeah, recording you coming in late. I was just mentioning Ted Cruz, but the whole stream was basically about this whole storm that happened here in Texas and in Houston. The snowstorm. We got snow. Did you get any snow where you are? Huh? Snow, snow, snow. No water because of the cold. So yeah, that's what we're basically talking about. Let's see. Release the WAP. Release the WAP. WAP is abbreviation for water and power. So that's a meme I made. Texas needs more WAP. Here's another one. Frozen. Elsa moves to Houston. Let it go. Yeah, you're lucky. Snow, snow, snow. All right, guys. I think that's it for now. I'm starting to get a little sleepy. I may do some exercise to slow down my heart rate so I can get sleepy too. I want to say thank you guys who stopped by. I know y'all about to go to bed too. Shout out to all my international crowd. And for those of you coming to my channel or you watch this in the near future, remember, make sure you like and subscribe. And before I go, let me show you something pretty, something beautiful. Do you enjoy this? Is this pleasant to you? Look at that beautiful hair. The sun shining. It's so bright. Yes. Nature at its finest. I wanted to do that before I go. So yeah, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel. Yeah, I had to do it. I could help myself. So I appreciate you guys. Be safe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.